The words you tell yourself today shape the life you live tomorrow. The life you want begins with the words you choose to say to yourself. The most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Make it a conversation of belief, growth, and action. The way you talk to yourself becomes your reality, so change your words and change your life. Do you ever feel like you're stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, things just seem to change? What if I told you that in just 30 days, you could start changing your life? Imagine waking up each day feeling more confident, more empowered, and more in control. It all starts with something simple yet incredibly powerful, and that is the way you talk to yourself. How do you talk to yourself right now? Are you supportive, encouraging, and confident in your own abilities? Or do you doubt yourself and focus on what you can't do? The words you say to yourself matter more than you realize. They shape your thoughts, influence your actions, and ultimately define your reality. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 powerful things you can start telling yourself today that will completely change the way you think, feel, and live. These aren't just words, they're declarations of your potential. When you make this shift, you'll begin to see changes in your mindset, your confidence, and the opportunities you attract. So, are you ready to change the way you see yourself and your life? Stick with me and get ready to take control of your thoughts and start building the life you deserve. My friends, we are here today to discuss a topic of profound importance: the art of personal transformation. We have come to understand that the life you want begins with the words you choose to say to yourself. That the most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you have in the quiet of your own mind. It is a conversation of belief, growth, and action. And the very first declaration you must make in that sacred conversation, the foundational pillar upon which all future success will be built, is a statement of power and possibility. It is the simple yet world-altering command: I am capable of achieving great things. Every single one of us, every person watching this video, every individual walking on this earth has an entire universe of untapped potential waiting to be discovered. This potential is not something to be earned, it is something you were born with. It is a dormant giant waiting to be awakened. But for most of us, this giant lies sleeping. Why? Because we have allowed the suffocating darkness of doubt and fear to cloud our vision. We have allowed the whispers of the past to define the possibilities of our future. Too many people walk through life with their heads down, burdened by the crushing weight of self-doubt, thinking they're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. They have bought into a lie, a comfortable and convenient lie that has become the prison of their mediocrity. But I'm here to tell you the truth that will set you free from this prison. You are more than enough. You have everything you need within you to create the life you want. The only thing missing, the only thing that stands between your current reality and your future potential is your belief in yourself. And here's the key to this entire philosophy. You've got to remind yourself of this truth every single day. When you say to yourself, I am capable of achieving great things, you're not just uttering empty words. You're not engaging in a fleeting act of wishful thinking. No, my friend, you are planting seeds in the garden of your mind. These words are like powerful seeds of confidence, of belief, and of action. And just like a seed needs water and sunlight to grow, your mind needs positive reinforcement to flourish. When you feed your mind with the right thoughts, you create an environment where success can grow. But let me tell you, most people don't do this. They do the opposite. Most people talk themselves out of success. They spend their days rehearsing their failures, replaying their regrets, and reinforcing their doubts. They convince themselves that they're not good enough, that they can't do it, that they'll fail if they try, and so they never even take the first step. They build walls in their minds, walls made of fear and doubt, and then they wonder why they can't move forward. The tragedy is that the prison is of their own making. But you're different. You're here, and that tells me you're ready to tear those walls down brick by brick, and you're going to do it by speaking truth to yourself. It all starts with those simple but powerful words: I am capable of achieving great things. Start your day with this declaration. Stand in front of the mirror. Don't rush. Don't brush it off as silly or unimportant. Stand there, look yourself in the eye, and say it. Say it with strength. Say it with conviction. Say it like you mean it, Because when you do, something incredible happens. You start to feel it. You start to believe it. Those words aren't just sitting on the surface anymore. They're sinking in, reaching the deepest parts of your mind and heart. Take a moment to let those words remind you of your journey so far. Think about the challenges you've faced and overcome. Think about the lessons you've learned. Think about the goals you've already achieved, no matter how small they may seem. Every single one of those moments is proof that you are capable, proof that you can handle more than you think, proof that you can rise above any challenge. And here's the beauty of this practice. It's not about perfection. It's not about never feeling doubt or fear. It's about choosing every single day to believe in your ability to grow, to improve, and to succeed. For the next 30 days, carry this statement with you wherever you go. Don't just say it once in the morning and forget about it. Make it a part of your day. Say it to yourself when you're walking down the street. Whisper it to yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed. Write it down on a piece of paper and keep it in your pocket. Every time you say it or see it, you're reminding yourself of your potential. You're training your mind to focus on what's possible instead of what's holding you back. You might wonder, does this really make a difference? Let me tell you, it absolutely does. The way you talk to yourself shapes your reality. If you tell yourself you're weak, you'll feel weak. If you tell yourself you're strong, you'll start to notice your strength. It's like tuning into a radio station. Your mind is always listening, always absorbing. You get to choose what station you're tuned into. Are you going to listen to doubt and fear, or are you going to tune into belief and possibility? Now, I know some people might think this sounds too simple. They might say, Jim, talking to yourself isn't going to change anything. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly believed in yourself? When was the last time you gave yourself permission to dream big, to aim higher, to push harder? Most people spend their lives waiting for someone else to believe in them. They wait for validation from others, for someone to tell them they're good enough. But here's the hard truth. You've got to believe in yourself first. Nobody can do it for you. Here's where it gets even more powerful. Saying, I am capable of achieving great things is just the beginning. These words are meant to ignite something in you. They're meant to be a starting point, not the finish line. After you say it, ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today to prove it? This step doesn't have to be big or dramatic. Maybe it's making that phone call you've been avoiding. Maybe it's signing up for that class you've been thinking about. Maybe it's simply showing up with a better attitude. Whatever it is, that small step is an act of faith. It is you proving to yourself that you are a person of action. And that, my friends, is how you begin to build a life of purpose. With this newfound belief in your potential, you are now ready to face the world. But the world, in its infinite wisdom, will not make it easy for you. It will test your resolve. It will challenge your newfound belief. It will present you with obstacles. And so we must now prepare for that. We must move to our next declaration, the understanding that we have the strength to overcome every obstacle. My friends, in the sacred quiet of our morning, we have made a powerful declaration. We have said, I am capable of achieving great things. We have begun to tear down the walls of self-doubt brick by brick, and in doing so, we have laid the foundation for a life of purpose. But a foundation, no matter how strong, is useless if it is not built upon. To truly move forward, to turn this belief in our potential into a force that can withstand the storms of life, you must now claim the strength that resides within you. This brings us to our second and most profound affirmation. I have the strength to overcome every obstacle. Every single day, life will throw challenges at us. Some are small, like a missed deadline or a difficult conversation. Others feel enormous, like heartbreak, financial failure, or the loss of something we deeply value. The weak mind, when faced with these moments, sees them as a sign to stop. It says, this is too big, this is too hard, this is too overwhelming. But the truth, my friends, is that you are far more capable than you give yourself credit for. You are stronger than the doubts in your mind and the fears in your heart. Think about it. Strength isn't just about physical ability or how much you can lift. Real strength comes from your spirit, your resilience, and your mindset. It's about how many times you get back up after life knocks you down. Some people call it grit, others call it determination. But it all boils down to one thing, the refusal to quit no matter how tough things get. And that strength isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. Every time you choose to keep going when life feels impossible, you are building that strength. Remember this, you've already overcome so much. Look back at your past, at the times when you thought you couldn't make it. Remember the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the days you felt lost, the moments you thought, I can't do this anymore. But you did. You made it through. Those experiences weren't there to break you, they were there to build you, to make you stronger, to prepare you for even bigger challenges ahead. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But strength doesn't come from comfort, it comes from struggle. Think about the strongest people you know. They didn't become that way by avoiding difficulties, they became that way by facing them head on. They embraced the pain, the hardship, the uncertainty, and came out on the other side better and stronger than before. Here's the truth, obstacles aren't there to stop you, they're there to show you what you're made of. They're there to remind you of the warrior inside you, the part of you that refuses to back down, that refuses to give up. And that warrior, it's not just in some people, it's in all of us. It's in you. But to awaken that strength, you have to believe in it. You have to trust that no matter what comes your way, you have what it takes to get through it. Strength doesn't mean never feeling scared or weak. It doesn't mean never doubting yourself. It means feeling those things and moving forward anyway. It means saying, this is hard, but I can handle it. It's about reminding yourself that you've faced worse and you've survived. It's about telling yourself, I have the strength to overcome this, and then proving it through your actions. You're going to face moments when it feels like the whole world is against you. You'll feel alone, overwhelmed, and maybe even defeated. But those moments are temporary. They don't define you. What defines you is how you respond to them. Will you let them break you, or will you let them make you? Will you give up, or will you rise up? The choice is always yours. Start reminding yourself of your strength every day. Say it out loud. I have the strength to overcome every obstacle. Write it down. Carry it with you. Let it become your mantra, your reminder that no matter how big the challenge, you are bigger. And don't just say it, live it. Show yourself what you're capable of by taking action, by refusing to quit, by proving to yourself that you are stronger than any obstacle in your path. Life isn't easy, and it never will be, but that's the point. The challenges, the hardships, the obstacles, they're all there to help you grow. They're there to make you stronger, wiser, more resilient. So the next time you face a challenge, don't ask, why me? Instead, ask, what can I learn from this? How can this make me better? Because that's what strength is about. It's not about avoiding pain or difficulty. It's about embracing them, learning from them, and using them to become the best version of yourself. You have the strength to overcome every obstacle, no matter how impossible it might seem. It's already within you. You just have to trust it, believe in it, and let it guide you. So the next time life knocks you down, remember this. You've faced tough times before, and you've come out stronger. You'll do it again, because you are unstoppable, you are unbreakable. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can hold you back if you refuse to let it. With a strong belief in your ability to overcome, you are now ready for the next crucial conversation, understanding that your destiny is not a matter of chance, but a direct result of your actions today. My friends, we have already laid a powerful foundation for a life of purpose. We have confronted the crippling weight of self-doubt and declared our belief in our potential. We have stared into the face of adversity and affirmed that we have the strength to overcome every obstacle. We have done the difficult but necessary work of fortifying our inner world. But now we must connect this inner strength to the world we are trying to build. We must bridge the gap between who we believe we are and the life we choose to live. This brings us to our third and most actionable affirmation. My future depends on my actions today. Your future is not determined by chance or luck. It is not some distant, predetermined destination you are fated to arrive at. Your future, my friends, is shaped, molded, and built by the actions you take today. Many people live their lives as passive observers, as a ship without a rudder, waiting for a sign, waiting for a perfect moment, waiting for someone to rescue them. They believe that their destiny is a matter of circumstance, that the world must change for them to succeed. But waiting doesn't create results. Action does. Every decision you make, every step you take, every effort you put in today directly impacts the life you will live tomorrow. That's not just a belief, it's a profound and unyielding fact. When you think about your future, what do you see? Do you see a life of abundance, success, and fulfillment? Or do you see regrets, missed opportunities, and the haunting words, what could have been? Here's the truth. The outcome depends entirely on what you choose to do right now. Your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, they don't magically happen. They happen because you decide to take responsibility for them today. The decisions you make today set the foundation for your tomorrow. If you choose discipline, you'll reap rewards. If you choose excuses, you'll face regret. Think about it. Every small action you take now is like planting a seed. Neglect the soil and nothing grows. But nurture it with effort, persistence, and care, and you'll see a harvest that reflects your dedication. Your future depends on whether you're willing to take that responsibility seriously. Stop thinking of your future as something far away. It's not. Your future begins today. The habits you form, the time you invest, the work you put in, they all determine whether you'll succeed or stay stuck. Look around at the life you're living now. It's the result of the choices you made yesterday, the work you did or didn't do, the effort you gave or held back. And the future that's being created right now is a direct result of the actions you choose to take or avoid. Let's be real. No one else is going to do the work for you. No one else is going to care about your future as much as you do. That's why you must take control of it. Start by asking yourself, what do I want my future to look like? Write it down, make it clear, vivid, and specific. And then ask yourself the harder question, what am I doing today to make that future happen? Be honest. If the answer is not enough, then it's time to change that. The most successful people aren't the smartest or the luckiest. They're the ones who understand that their future depends on their actions today. They don't waste time. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't make excuses. They take action even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's inconvenient. They understand that the price of success is paid in advance, and that price is hard work, consistency, and focus. You might feel like your dreams are far away, that they're too big or impossible to achieve, but that's not true. What's holding you back isn't the size of your dreams, it's the size of your effort. You don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Start with one action today that aligns with the future you want. Take one step, and then another, and then another. Those steps add up, and before you know it, you're closer than you ever thought possible. Think about the consequences of inaction. Imagine yourself 5, 10, 20 years from now. Will you look back and say, I gave it my all? Or will you be haunted by the words, I wish I had? The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. You owe it to yourself to make today count. You owe it to your future self to take action now. Remember, it's not just about big moves or dramatic changes. It's the small, consistent actions that matter most. Choosing to learn something new, taking care of your health, managing your time wisely, investing in your relationships. These things might not seem significant today, but over time, they build a future that's worth living. Every little effort compounds, creating momentum that carries you closer to your goals. Your future isn't written yet, and that's the beauty of it. You have the power to create the life you want, starting right now. Don't waste that power. Don't let it slip away. Take action today. Whether it's a decision to start, to stop, to try, or to persist. Because the life you dream of, the success you crave, and the happiness you deserve all depend on what you do in this moment. So make it count. Make today the day you take one step closer to your goals. Make today the day you commit to your future. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Because your future depends on it. With a firm grip on your future, you are now ready to claim the happiness and success that you deserve. If these affirmations are already starting to shift your perspective and spark a new fire within you, know that this is just the beginning. The real power comes from understanding all 10 of these principles and how to make them a part of your daily life. So, don't let this journey be a solitary one. Join our community of creators and builders. Subscribe to this channel now and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single step of your transformation. Let's design a life of purpose together. My friends, we have journeyed far in these first moments of the day. We have declared our capabilities. We have claimed the strength that lies within us. We have done the hard work of fortifying our internal world. But with this foundation in place, we must now make a profound and often difficult declaration. This is the moment we stop asking for permission and start claiming our birthright. This brings us to our fourth and most empowering affirmation. I deserve to be happy and successful. Happiness and success are not reserved for a select few. They are not a reward that is bestowed upon the lucky few at the end of a long, arduous journey. They are your right. They are your birthright. Too many people convince themselves they're unworthy of joy, achievement, and fulfillment. They let self-doubt, past mistakes, or fear hold them back. But I'm here to tell you that you deserve to be happy and successful. And the only person who needs to believe it is you. It starts with recognizing your worth. This isn't about arrogance or ego. It's about a fundamental understanding that you have value simply because you exist. You're here, and that alone makes you deserving of happiness. It doesn't matter where you come from, what mistakes you've made, or how many times you've stumbled. You are not defined by your failures. You are defined by your potential to rise above them. Think about this. Why do we so often tell ourselves we're not good enough? Maybe it's something someone said to you years ago, something you internalized. Maybe it's the comparisons you make when you see others achieving their goals. But let me tell you something. Comparing yourself to others is the quickest way to rob yourself of happiness. Their path isn't yours. Their success doesn't diminish your own potential. You deserve happiness and success because you're willing to work for it, grow into it, and embrace it when it comes. Happiness doesn't just show up at your door, and success doesn't fall into your lap. They're built step by step, decision by decision. But before you can build them, you have to believe you're worthy of them. That belief is the foundation. Without it, you'll sabotage yourself at every turn. You'll let opportunities pass by because deep down, you don't think you deserve them. And that stops today. Ask yourself this. What does happiness mean to you? What does success look like? Not what society tells you, not what your family or friends expect, but what you truly want. Write it down. Be specific. Because when you know what you're aiming for, it becomes so much easier to take the steps to get there. And as you take those steps, remind yourself every day, I deserve this. I am worthy of this. This isn't about entitlement, it's about responsibility. You have a responsibility to yourself to create a life you're proud of, a life that brings you joy. That means letting go of the guilt that so many of us carry, guilt for wanting more, guilt for saying no to things that don't serve us, guilt for putting ourselves first sometimes. Let that guilt go. You can't pour from an empty cup. When you take care of your own happiness, you're better able to contribute to the happiness of those around you. Let's talk about success. Success isn't about wealth or fame, unless that's what you define it as. It's about waking up every day and feeling fulfilled by what you're doing. It's about setting goals and achieving them, no matter how big or small. It's about growth, progress, and learning. But none of that can happen if you're stuck in the mindset of I'm not good enough. Change that narrative. Every time that thought creeps in, replace it with I deserve success because I'm willing to work for it. Here's the truth. Your past does not disqualify you from happiness or success. It doesn't matter what you've been through, what mistakes you've made, or how many times you've failed. What matters is what you do now. Every moment is a chance to start fresh, to take one step closer to the life you want. And you're allowed to want it. You're allowed to pursue it. You're allowed to have it. Sometimes we hold ourselves back because we're afraid of what others will think. Will they think I'm selfish? Will they think I'm arrogant? Let me tell you something. Their opinions don't define your worth. You don't need anyone's permission to be happy. You don't need anyone's approval to chase success. The only permission you need is your own. Happiness and success are choices you make every day. They're in the way you talk to yourself, the way you treat yourself, and the way you prioritize your goals. They're in the boundaries you set, the risks you take, and the effort you put in. You deserve them because you're willing to put in the work to achieve them and because you recognize that your life has value. So start today. Remind yourself, I deserve to be happy and successful. Say it out loud, write it down, keep it with you. Let those words guide your actions, your decisions, and your mindset. Because when you truly believe you deserve happiness and success, you'll start to create them in your life. With a firm grip on your self-worth, you are now ready to claim dominion over your inner world. This leads us to our next crucial conversation, learning to control your thoughts and emotions. My friends, we have journeyed far in these sacred moments of our morning. We have anchored our minds in gratitude. We have fortified our spirits with an unshakable belief in our own potential. We have moved from a place of self-doubt to a place of profound possibility. But to truly make this possibility a reality, to turn our inner strength into external success, you must now assert your dominion over your inner world. You must claim your throne. This brings us to our fifth and most liberating declaration. I control my thoughts and emotions. Control is a powerful thing. It's something many people believe they've lost when it comes to their thoughts and emotions. They let their minds wander to negative places, replay old failures, or stress over things that haven't even happened yet. They feel as if their thoughts are a chaotic, uncontrolled broadcast that they are forced to listen to. Emotions like anger, fear, and sadness take over their actions and decisions, leaving them feeling powerless. But here's the truth, a truth that will change your life forever. You control your thoughts and emotions. That control has always been within you, and it's time to claim it. Your mind is your domain. It is your kingdom. No one else has the right to rule it, and neither do random, uninvited thoughts that pop up out of nowhere. A thought is just that, a thought. It's not a fact. It's not destiny. It's not set in stone. But so many people treat their thoughts like unchangeable truths. If a thought tells them they're not good enough, they believe it. If a thought reminds them of a past mistake, they let it ruin their day. That ends now. You have the power to choose what you focus on. When a negative thought shows up, you don't have to entertain it. You don't have to invite it in for a cup of coffee. Instead, you can challenge it, replace it, and redirect your mind to something productive. The same goes for emotions. Feelings are impermanent. They're visitors. They come and go, but too often people cling to them or let them spiral out of control. Think about anger, for example. Maybe someone said something that upset you. You have two choices. Let that anger consume you, or take a step back and decide how you want to respond. The moment you recognize that choice is the moment you take your power back. Controlling your thoughts and emotions doesn't mean ignoring them or pretending they don't exist. That's a naive and ultimately self-defeating approach. It means acknowledging them without letting them control you. It's about creating a space between what you feel and how you react. That space is where your power lies. It's where you decide, does this thought serve me? Does this emotion align with the person I want to be? If the answer is no, you let it go. Think of your mind as a garden. If you let weeds of negativity grow unchecked, they'll take over. But if you plant seeds of positivity, gratitude, and self-belief, that's what will flourish. Every thought you entertain is a seed. You get to choose which ones you water. Imagine what your life would look like if you focused on thoughts that empower you instead of ones that drag you down. Here's a fact. Your emotions don't define you. Feeling scared doesn't make you weak. Feeling sad doesn't mean you're broken. Feeling angry doesn't make you a bad person. Emotions are signals. They're trying to tell you something, but it's up to you to decide what to do with that information. Will you let fear stop you from pursuing your goals, or will you use it as a sign to prepare and push forward? Will you let sadness keep you stuck, or will you use it to reflect and grow? The key to controlling your thoughts and emotions is awareness. You can't change what you don't notice. Start paying attention to your inner dialogue. What are you telling yourself throughout the day? Are those thoughts building you up or tearing you down? When you feel a strong emotion, pause. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What triggered it? What can I learn from it? That pause is everything. It gives you the power to respond instead of react. Some people might say, but I can't help how I feel. My emotions are too strong. That's a lie they've been telling themselves for too long. Yes, emotions can be intense, but they're not in charge. You are. It takes practice, but over time, you'll notice that you can choose calm over chaos, optimism over doubt, and action over fear. It's not about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about acknowledging what you feel without letting it dictate your actions. For example, if you're nervous about a big presentation, don't try to ignore the nerves. Instead, use them as fuel. Tell yourself, this nervous energy means I care. I'm going to channel it into giving my best effort. That's how you take control. You also have to remember that controlling your thoughts and emotions isn't about perfection. There will be days when negativity sneaks in or when you react emotionally. That's okay. The goal isn't to never feel upset or stressed. It's to bounce back faster. It's about recognizing when you veered off course and guiding yourself back. When you take control of your thoughts and emotions, you stop being a victim of circumstances. You stop blaming other people or external events for how you feel. You realize that your happiness, peace, and success are in your hands. It's a liberating feeling because it means you're not at the mercy of the world around you. Start today. Pay attention to your thoughts. Notice your emotions. And when negativity creeps in, remind yourself, I control my thoughts and emotions. Say it until you believe it, then act on it. Choose thoughts that uplift you. Respond to emotions in ways that align with your values. That's how you create a life of intention, resilience, and inner peace. With your inner world now under your command, you are ready to use every single experience you have as a powerful tool for your growth. My friends, we have journeyed far in these first moments of the day. We have claimed our strength, asserted our control over our inner dialogue, and now we stand at a critical juncture. It is not enough to simply control our mind. We must also feed it. We must ensure that every single day, every single moment is an opportunity for growth. This brings us to our sixth and most profound declaration. I learn and grow from every experience. Life is a constant teacher, and every moment is a lesson. Whether it's success or failure, joy or pain, every experience you face holds an opportunity to learn and grow. Some people see challenges as roadblocks, but they're actually stepping stones. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you push through discomfort, when you face what's hard, and when you let your experiences shape you into someone stronger and wiser. You don't just go through life, you grow through life. And the more you embrace this truth, the more unstoppable you become. Every experience, whether good or bad, carries a message. Success teaches you what works, what your strengths are, and how to keep winning. Failure, on the other hand, forces you to look deeper, to adapt, to figure out what went wrong and how to improve. Some people fear failure, but it's one of life's most powerful tools for growth. If you avoid it, you avoid learning. And if you avoid learning, you stop evolving. Think about the toughest moments you faced. At the time, they probably felt overwhelming, even unbearable. But now when you look back, you see how they shaped you. They taught you resilience, patience, and grit. They forced you to dig deep and discover parts of yourself you didn't even know existed. That's the beauty of growth. It's not always easy or pretty, but it's always worth it. Learning from every experience doesn't mean dwelling on the past or overanalyzing every mistake. It means taking the lessons with you and leaving the rest behind. Too many people carry the weight of regret, replaying their failures over and over in their minds. But regret doesn't change the past. It only weighs you down. Growth comes from looking at your experiences with curiosity, not judgment. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this? How can this make me better? Then use those answers to move forward. It's easy to learn from wins when things go right. The lessons are obvious. But the real growth happens when things don't go as planned. When you face rejection, setbacks, or loss, that's when you have the chance to rise. Those moments test you, challenge you, and force you to grow. They're not there to break you, they're there to build you. No one's journey is without challenges, and no one gets it right all the time. But the difference between those who grow and those who stay stuck is mindset. If you see experiences as problems or punishments, you'll feel defeated. But if you see them as lessons, you'll become unstoppable. You'll realize that even the hardest times have value, that even pain can have purpose, and that every experience is part of your evolution. Think about the person you are today. You didn't become this person by staying the same. You grew because life pushed you, challenged you, and taught you. And you're not done growing. Every day brings new opportunities to learn, new challenges to overcome, and new ways to improve. The question is, are you willing to see those opportunities for what they are? Growth is a choice. It's not something that just happens. It's something you have to commit to. It's about being open to change, willing to adapt, and ready to face whatever life throws at you. It's about letting go of the need to be perfect and embracing the process of becoming better. Some people fear growth because it means stepping into the unknown. It means leaving behind old habits, beliefs, and comfort zones. But staying the same isn't safe. It's stagnant. Growth is where life happens. It's where you discover your potential, where you break through limits, and where you become who you're meant to be. Every experience is a gift, even the ones that don't feel like it at the time. When you start seeing life this way, everything changes. Challenges become opportunities. Setbacks become setups for comebacks. And every moment, no matter how small, becomes a chance to learn something new. So the next time you face a challenge, remember this. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Life isn't trying to knock you down, it's trying to build you up. The question is, will you let it? Will you take the lessons and use them to grow, or will you resist and stay the same? Growth isn't easy, but it's always worth it. It's about progress, not perfection. It's about becoming a little better every day, learning a little more from each experience, and never stopping your evolution. You're a work in progress, and that's a beautiful thing. Every experience holds a lesson, every challenge is an opportunity, and every moment is a chance to grow. Keep learning, keep evolving, keep becoming the person you're meant to be. You have everything it takes to grow from every experience and use it to build the life you deserve. With every experience now your teacher, you are ready to forge the two most powerful tools for success: discipline and focus. This leads us to our next principle, mastering your goals. My friends, we have traveled far in these first moments of the day. We have claimed our strength, asserted our control over our inner dialogue, and we have learned to see every experience as a teacher. We have prepared the ground, but to turn that prepared ground into a harvest of success, you must now forge the tools that will turn knowledge into power. This brings us to our seventh and most crucial declaration: I am disciplined and focused on my goals. Discipline and focus are the foundation of success. Without them, even the best plans fall apart and goals remain out of reach. Being disciplined means sticking to what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's about choosing what's right over what's easy. Because success doesn't come from convenience, it comes from consistency. Focus is the ability to cut out the noise, to silence distractions, and to keep your eyes fixed on what truly matters. Together, discipline and focus form an unbeatable combination, driving you closer to your goals every single day. Every successful person understands that discipline isn't a talent, it's a choice. It's not about being naturally gifted or born with an extraordinary ability to work hard. It's about making a conscious decision to show up day after day, even when the results aren't immediate. Discipline is built through action, and the more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Focus, on the other hand, is about clarity. It's about knowing exactly what you want and directing your energy toward it. Too many people lose themselves in distractions, chasing every shiny object that comes their way. But true focus means saying no to what doesn't serve your purpose. It means protecting your time and energy, refusing to let the irrelevant take you off course. The road to your goals will be filled with temptations. There will be days when giving up feels easier than pushing forward. But discipline is your anchor. It keeps you grounded, reminding you why you started. Focus is your guide. It shows you where to go and keeps you on the right path. Together, they ensure you stay on track no matter how tough it gets. Think about the goals you've set for yourself. They're not just dreams, they're destinations. And discipline and focus are the tools that will get you there. Without discipline, you risk wandering aimlessly, starting things but never finishing them. Without focus, you risk spreading yourself too thin, trying to do everything and accomplishing nothing. But when you have both, there's nothing you can't achieve. Discipline is about creating habits that align with your goals. It's about doing what needs to be done even when motivation fades. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes, but discipline is reliable. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning, what pushes you to keep going when others stop. It's the difference between wishing for success and working for it. Focus is about eliminating the unnecessary. It's about narrowing your attention to what truly matters, blocking out distractions, and staying committed to your priorities. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what counts. When you're focused, your efforts become intentional, your actions purposeful, and your progress unstoppable. Every goal requires sacrifice. Discipline demands that you give up short-term pleasures for long-term rewards. Focus demands that you let go of what doesn't serve you to make room for what does. Success isn't about luck or chance, it's about making these sacrifices every single day until they pay off. The truth is, you won't always feel like doing what needs to be done. There will be days when the effort feels exhausting, when the results seem far away, and when quitting feels tempting. But discipline reminds you that your feelings don't control your actions. Your commitment does. Focus reminds you that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Being disciplined and focused doesn't mean you never face distractions or setbacks. It means you refuse to let them define you. It means you get back up every time you fall, redirect your energy when it wanders, and recommit to your goals no matter what. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, you strengthen your willpower. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you sharpen your clarity. These choices compound over time, turning into habits that make success inevitable. They create a momentum that keeps you moving forward even when the path gets tough. Your goals are worth the effort. They're worth the sacrifices, the discipline, the focus, and the persistence. Every time you choose to stay disciplined and focused, you're investing in your future, proving to yourself that you have what it takes to succeed. The process may not be easy, but the results will always be worth it. Remember, success isn't about making huge leaps, it's about taking consistent steps. Discipline and focus ensure those steps are steady, deliberate, and in the right direction. They turn effort into progress and progress into achievement. They transform your goals from ideas into reality. With your purpose now clear and your tools forged, you must now project your power into the world. This leads us to our next principle. To attract positive energy and opportunities, my friends, we have journeyed far in these first crucial moments of our day. We have claimed our strength, asserted our control over our inner dialogue, and now we stand at a critical juncture. It is not enough to simply fortify our inner world. We must also project a new kind of power into the external world. This brings us to our eighth and most magnetic declaration. I attract positive energy and opportunities. For too long, we have believed that opportunities are random events that happen to a lucky few. We have believed that our success is a matter of circumstance, not a matter of creation. But the truth, my friends, is that you are a powerful magnet. Your energy is a signal you are sending out into the world, and what you project, you will attract. When you choose positivity, you radiate confidence, resilience, and an inviting aura that draws the right people, experiences, and circumstances into your life. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. That is a naive and ultimately self-defeating approach. A truly positive mindset is a mindset of action. It's about focusing on solutions instead of problems and growth instead of setback. Positive energy is contagious, and it influences not only your life but also the environment and people around you. Attracting positive energy requires being intentional with your thoughts and actions. What you focus on expands, and if you're constantly dwelling on negativity, you'll find more of it. But when you choose to see the good even in tough situations, you shift your perspective. You train your mind to look for opportunities rather than obstacles. This mindset shift doesn't just make you feel better, it opens doors that negativity keeps locked. Opportunities don't just happen, they're created by how you show up in the world. When you exude positivity, you become someone people want to work with, trust, and support. Positivity signals that you're open, adaptable, and willing to take on challenges with a constructive attitude. It's a powerful trait that sets you apart and attracts opportunities that align with your goals. Positive energy starts within. It's about nurturing your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Taking care of yourself, whether through exercise, mindfulness, or simply getting enough rest, ensures you have the energy to approach life with enthusiasm. When you feel good internally, it reflects externally, creating a ripple effect that enhances every interaction and experience. Your words and actions are carriers of energy. Speaking kindly to yourself and others reinforces positivity, while practicing gratitude amplifies it. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. It's a reminder of how much is already going right, and it sets the stage for even more good things to flow into your life. Surrounding yourself with positivity is just as crucial. The people you spend time with, the media you consume, and the environments you frequent all contribute to your energy. If you're constantly around negativity, it's harder to stay optimistic. But when you choose to be around uplifting people and experiences, you recharge your energy and reinforce your mindset. Challenges are inevitable, but positive energy transforms how you handle them. It doesn't mean you'll never feel doubt or frustration, but it does mean you won't let those feelings control you. Positive energy keeps you grounded in hope and possibility, reminding you that every problem has a solution and every setback is a chance to learn. Opportunities often come disguised as challenges, and a positive mindset helps you recognize them. When others see barriers, you see potential. When others give up, you keep going. This perspective not only sets you apart, but also positions you to seize opportunities that others overlook. Positivity isn't just about optimism, it's about action. The energy you project determines what you attract. If you approach life with negativity, you'll find it reflected back at you. But if you lead with positivity, you'll notice more doors opening, more connections forming, and more possibilities appearing. Your energy is like a signal, and positivity ensures that signal is strong, clear, and inviting. Being positive doesn't mean ignoring reality, it means shaping it. It means taking control of your narrative, choosing how you respond to challenges, and deciding what kind of energy you want to bring into the world. This proactive approach not only attracts opportunities, but also empowers you to make the most of them. Every day is an opportunity to choose positivity. It's in the way you greet the morning, the way you handle unexpected challenges, and the way you interact with others. Each choice builds momentum, strengthening your energy and sharpening your ability to attract the right opportunities. Positive energy is also about giving. When you uplift others, you create a cycle of goodwill that often comes back to you. Acts of kindness, encouragement, and support don't just benefit others, they enhance your energy and expand your opportunities. When you lift others, you rise too. Your journey is shaped by your energy. Positive energy turns obstacles into stepping stones, setbacks into setups, and challenges into opportunities for growth. It's not about waiting for good things to happen. It's about creating a mindset that makes good things inevitable. You attract what you believe you deserve. When you truly believe that you're worthy of success, happiness, and abundance, you start to notice and act on opportunities that align with those beliefs. This isn't luck. It's the result of a positive mindset combined with consistent action. Positive energy doesn't just impact your life, it inspires others. When you approach life with optimism, you show others what's possible. You create a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to adopt the same energy. This not only strengthens your connections, but also multiplies the opportunities flowing into your life. With a powerful, positive signal now broadcasting from your inner world, you are ready to anchor it in a state of profound appreciation. This brings us to our next principle, embracing a grateful heart. With positive energy now flowing from you, you must anchor it in a state of profound appreciation. This brings us to our ninth powerful declaration. I am grateful for everything I have. Gratitude is the key to unlocking true contentment. When you pause to acknowledge everything you already have, you realize how much you've overlooked in the pursuit of what's next. It's easy to take the small things for granted, the roof over your head, the food on your table, the people who care about you. But these are the foundations of a meaningful life. Gratitude shifts your perspective, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary blessings. Being grateful doesn't mean ignoring your goals or settling for less. It means appreciating the journey as much as the destination. When you focus on what's going well, You build resilience for challenges and develop a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Gratitude transforms your mindset from lack to abundance, and abundance invites more opportunities for growth and happiness. Recognizing the good in your life doesn't diminish the difficulties you face. Instead, it equips you to handle them with strength and clarity. Gratitude is a source of power, grounding you in the present moment and reminding you that even in hardship, there's something to be thankful for. This mindset creates a foundation for positivity and perseverance. Gratitude fosters humility and connection. When you acknowledge the contributions of others, whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or support during tough times, you strengthen your relationships. People feel valued when their efforts are recognized, and gratitude nurtures bonds that make life richer and more fulfilling. Practicing gratitude daily transforms the way you experience life. It's not just about saying thank you, but genuinely feeling it. When you take time to reflect on your blessings, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's present. This habit rewires your brain to notice the good more frequently, leading to a more optimistic outlook. Gratitude doesn't require grand gestures or significant changes. It's found in the simple act of savoring a meal, enjoying a sunset, or sharing a moment of laughter with a friend. These small acknowledgments build up over time, creating a life filled with appreciation and joy. Gratitude teaches you to slow down and find beauty in the everyday. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable, but gratitude gives you the strength to navigate them. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, you approach problems with a clearer mind and a lighter heart. Gratitude turns setbacks into lessons and pain into growth, helping you move forward with grace. Gratitude enriches your mental and emotional well-being. It reduces stress, fosters a sense of peace, and enhances your overall happiness. When you choose to focus on the positive aspects of your life, you create a cycle of optimism that builds resilience and helps you face each day with renewed energy. Expressing gratitude opens doors to abundance. When you appreciate what you already have, you attract more of it. This isn't magic, it's the natural outcome of shifting your focus. People are drawn to those who radiate gratitude, and opportunities often flow to those who recognize and value them. Gratitude is also a form of self-care. By appreciating your journey, you give yourself permission to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Gratitude allows you to acknowledge your growth and honor the effort it took to get where you are today. It's a reminder that you're worthy of everything you have and more. When you make gratitude a daily habit, you become more mindful and present. Instead of being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past, you focus on the here and now. Gratitude anchors you, reminding you that this moment, with all its imperfections, is enough. Gratitude isn't about comparing yourself to others or measuring your success against theirs. It's about finding joy in your unique journey. When you stop looking outward and start appreciating what's within, you cultivate inner peace and contentment that no external achievement can provide. Even in difficult times, gratitude acts as a light. It doesn't erase pain or eliminate struggle, but it gives you the strength to endure. Gratitude helps you find meaning in the chaos, reminding you that every experience, good or bad, contributes to your growth. Gratitude builds a foundation for generosity. When you're aware of your blessings, you're more likely to share them with others, whether it's your time, resources, or encouragement. Acts of kindness create a ripple effect that benefits everyone. Gratitude inspires giving, and giving enhances gratitude. At its core, gratitude is about perspective. Life will never be perfect, but it doesn't have to be for you to be grateful. When you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's present, you unlock a level of happiness and fulfillment that isn't dependent on external circumstances. My friends, we have journeyed far. We have anchored our minds in gratitude and forged our spirits in the fires of discipline. We have learned to control our thoughts, our words, and our actions. We have become the architects of our inner world. But the ultimate goal of all this internal work is not just to have a strong mind, but to use that mind to create a life that is truly extraordinary. This brings us to our final and most profound declaration. I have the power to create my dream life. You have the power to create your dream life. This is not just a motivational quote you've heard 100 times. This is the truth that can change everything for you, but only if you truly believe it. Every single one of us has within us the ability to shape our future. It's easy to look around and think that life is happening to us, that we are just reacting to circumstances. But the reality is that we are the ones who have the final say in how our lives unfold. The moment you take full ownership of your life is the moment things begin to change. You're not a passive observer in your own story. You're the author. No matter where you are now or how stuck you may feel, your future is in your hand. The key to unlocking your dream life is the power of your decisions. Your daily actions, choices, and thoughts determine the life you're building. If you want to change your life, you need to start with the belief that you are capable and worthy of it. One of the first steps in creating your dream life is to be clear about what you truly want. This is where a lot of people get stuck. They drift through life without ever really knowing what they want, and then they wonder why they're not happy. You must take the time to define your vision. Don't settle for vague ideas. Be specific about your goals, dreams, and desires. What does success look like for you? What kind of relationships do you want? What impact do you want to have on the world? Once you've painted a clear picture of your dream life, you now have something to move toward. You have something to work for, something that excites and inspires you. You have to start thinking differently. Your thoughts have a powerful impact on your life. If you think you can't, you won't. If you think you're not good enough, you won't be. But if you start thinking, I have the power to create my dream life, you'll start to notice a shift in your energy. You'll become more motivated, more focused, and more willing to take the necessary steps toward your goal. Your mind is your greatest tool. You must train it to focus on the possibilities instead of the obstacles. The more you train your mind to think positively, the more your external circumstances will begin to change. Taking action is the second step. You can't just sit around and wish for a better life. You've got to put in the work. Dreaming and thinking big is important, but without action, it's just fantasy. Every single day, you have to take intentional steps toward your goals. No matter how small they may seem, consistency is what leads to progress. The power to create your dream life doesn't lie in a single grand gesture, but in the daily habits, choices, and actions you take. When obstacles come up, and they will, you have to remind yourself that you are in control. Life is full of challenges, but your response to them defines your success. Instead of letting setbacks discourage you, use them as fuel. When things don't go as planned, don't give up. Adapt, learn, and keep moving forward. The road to your dream life will not always be easy, but the power to keep going lies within you. The people you surround yourself with also play a critical role in creating your dream life. Your environment, including the people you associate with, influences your mindset and energy. If you want to create a life that's extraordinary, you need to be around people who inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth. You have the power to choose who you spend your time with, and this is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Cut out the negativity and surround yourself with positivity. Seek out people who are on the same journey as you and who push you to be better. Another critical part of creating your dream life is embracing the discomfort that comes with growth. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone, but that's where dreams die. If you want to live an extraordinary life, you must be willing to step into discomfort. You'll have to face fears, take risks, and push yourself to do things that challenge you. But here's the beauty. Every time you face discomfort, you grow. Every challenge you overcome brings you one step closer to the life you're building. The discomfort you experience today will be the strength you rely on tomorrow. Lastly, remember that creating your dream life is a lifelong journey. It's not something that happens overnight. There's no magical moment when everything aligns perfectly. Instead, it's a series of decisions, actions, and shifts in mindset that accumulate over time. You are building your dream life right now with every thought, every choice, and every step you take. Stay consistent, stay focused, and be patient. Your dream life is closer than you think. I want you to believe, without a doubt, that you have the power to create the life you've always wanted. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let your current circumstances dictate what your future will look like. Your future is created by the choices you make today. Embrace your power, take action, and trust that you are worthy of the success, happiness, and fulfillment you seek. Your dream life is not a distant possibility. It's a reality waiting for you to create it. So here is my final challenge to you. Will you simply listen to these words, or will you use them to transform your life? The gap between knowing and doing is the widest gap of all. I challenge you to be different. I challenge you to make a decision today. Write down these 10 affirmations. Say them out loud, feel the truth of them. And as you do, let me ask you one final favor. If this video has given you even one idea that can change your life, then subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Remember, your new life is waiting. The time for mediocrity is over. The time for greatness has come. Your future starts now.